It has been the craziest last 4 or 5 weeks. Honestly, I I have no idea. I'm recording this. I'm recording this voiceover. Today is the third of April, and I started making this outfit on the 28th of February. So that has been exactly 4 weeks since I created this outfit and recorded everything. And now today we're actually finally doing the voiceover. And honestly, I have no idea when this is going to go up, when you're going to see this. But it has been crazy for the last few weeks because there has just been so many projects that I have been working on, and I'm pretty happy and excited about it. But at the same time, it's like, oh my God, there's so much work to do. And as I'm sitting recording this, it is 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm having tea and biscuits, guys, tea and biscuits. And I have about 10 outstanding projects that needs to be done, some of which are due this weekend, and today's Thursday. So it's been a lot. So let me catch you up to speed. Honestly, I decided to download CapCut on my computer, my laptop, instead of only using it on the phone because I wanted to see if it would make any sense doing that. Guys, I am literally recording this right now on the computer. At first, the voiceover just was not having it because I don't know, the echo and everything was just really, really, really horrible. But I sort of managed to make it work. Let me know if the audio is pretty good for you because it sounds pretty fine on my end. But let me know if you can hear in both ears, like left and right. Okay. Also, too, so like changing to CapCut on the computer has been such a game changer. I honestly think I'm going to finish this video tonight and be able to start a new one. I can't believe it. When I'm doing things on the phone, like this space and storage issues, like don't get me wrong, there is storage issues right now on this laptop as well too, but we're pushing through. And I'm loving it. I'm loving the whole laptop vibe and being able to use a keyboard and use my mouse. Like I am such a desktop and laptop girly, and doing things on a phone, while it's so much easier sometimes because it's so accessible, at the same time it's so difficult because everything is like so tiny and all the clips and everything. Oh my God. So yeah, I am enjoying this a lot. I've also realized that I have not introduced myself. So, hey, my name is Jewel, and I run a sewing and alterations business, and I own a slow fashion brand called Chalks and Cheeks. And today, basically, I am doing a pink ruffled outfit. As you saw on the onset, I was cutting out all the pieces. It was very tiny because the client was a very tiny client, but it turned out really, really well. And I really enjoyed doing this project, honestly. This was just the bomb.com. It was something that I would never wear because I'm not that, that's not my style. But actually sewing it for my clients was one of the biggest things for me. And then seeing her just like so happy with her outfit, her husband so happy and excited as well too. Honestly, I can't replace that joy. So we are making a pink ruffled outfit. There's so much tears to this outfit and so much ruffles, and it honestly took me so long. But then when I was doing the clips on this, it told me I had like over 2 hours of footage. So that's interesting that I spent about 2 hours from start to finish making this outfit, which I feel like that's a lie. I honestly feel so because it feels like I did so much time on this outfit, but then again, it was like spanning over a few days. But yeah, I really enjoyed this outfit, like making this outfit. So I hope you guys enjoy watching this as well. tell you this is what I've been working on. Isn't this just like the cutest ruffle thing scene going on? I'm not a fan of pink. Don't come for me, but I'm not a fan of pink. And I think that this would look like really cute in blue as well too, because I love blue. But like the pink, just it just looks good. This ruffly thing just looks good. Look at that. It's so cute and girly. It's like I love it. So I'm gonna have to measure this to make sure that this entire circumference is 40 inches. And I'm gonna have to do the same thing with this piece here. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, most likely off camera, to see, and then we're gonna have to attach it on to the actual garment. So let's go. So it's almost 11 o'clock. It's like 15 minutes to 11. And I just realized that I need to do more of the gathering stitches to gather these things. I should have just done everything one time, but I didn't. So we're gonna do that. Thankfully, these do not take that long to gather because they're not that long, but I do still need to gather them. So I'm gonna gather these two, and I'm gonna continue pulling this a little bit and see if I can get that stitch up, and then focus on it. I don't know, I just don't gather everything, but I think I'll confuse myself with regards to where the different material is going. So I think I'm just gonna do the back piece first and then do the front. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. So it's about 10 minutes to 1, 7 minutes to 1, I guess. And I'm gonna be eating lunch. But before I do that, this is where we've reached. We have based on these two top pieces. We do have quite a lot more to do because I do have to gather. I have all this to gather, and then to attach it on to this as well too. So yeah. Also too, we did the front piece, and that is right now in progress. But I'm gonna eat because I'm getting annoyed. I just wanted to also state that I cut out these strips, right? And I don't know why it says I always cut strips like this, like stitch it like this, and then you have to turn it over, but I don't have the turnover tool. So I don't know why I always waste time cutting it like this and then like stitching it, and then like don't have anything to turn it over, like I can't turn it over, and so that's like waste of time. And when I realize after done the whole thing, then I realize, oh my god, I can't turn it over. And then I procrastinate. I just decide, you know what, I'm not feeling to sew anymore, whatever. And so I had to get myself out of that rut, and here we are. So I decided to do it one more time, and it's done the right way now. I just simply cut out a 2-inch strip, and I cut out the length and everything. And so we have what we need to be added to the front piece of this outfit. That's going to be added when I return. So I'm going to have lunch. Okay, so we are back, and I'm going to continue doing these ruffles so that we can finally baste them down to the garment and then stitch them directly onto the outfit. And let's see how that looks.
Guys, look at this. Look how cute. Look how cute. Oh my god. It is cute. It ruffles. It makes little noises. Okay, so we do have to do something about this. We do have to like stitch this down or something. Don't know yet. But this is super cute. And I am not a pink girly. But this is cute. I do have to like iron, and it's not done. We still have to add more ruffles to the bottom here, which we are going to be running and stitch, as well as I'm going to be watching XSL Scrunchy. She's going live like literally right now, so I'm going to be like watching that while I do this so that we can add on the final touches. And I'm going to have to insert the zipper as well into this, so that's gonna take some time. I have about an hour. I'm giving myself an hour until 6 p.m. and then I'm gonna get cracking in the bathroom. And then after, I'm gonna probably see what I can finish up, because these things are due tomorrow and I'm wasting time.
One thing like I do want to point out with this project was that the original dress that my client had brought, the fabric was very light, very light, very it was a lightweight fabric, and it was also transparent, sort of. And then on top of that, too, the lining was stretchy. So the fabric itself wasn't stretchy, but the lining was. And the fabric that she bought here to make the duplicate of the dress, the fabric itself, like the main fabric, was stretchy and the lining wasn't. And that was just crazy. Also, too, the zipper was an invisible zipper on the original dress, and this zipper here was just like a basic zipper. So that was a few things that just didn't, it would have never been fully duplicated because of those things. If the lining was stretchy and the fabric was not, then it may have been a little easier because you have more leeway with the lining. But yeah, that was the case with this. But we still made it work. And she really loved her dress. She tried it on. There was a few things I need to like, adjust. For instance, the frills. She didn't want the frills falling on her shoulders because it was an off-shoulder outfit. She didn't want that. She wanted the frills more up on her shoulders, so we had to tack that onto the thin straps instead. And also too, we couldn't get the loops or whatever you call them to make the whole thing adjustable. So we couldn't make the straps adjustable. And she did go looking to see if she can get those loops to make her straps adjustable, and that just wasn't happening as well too. So we just opted for just like basic loops, well, a basic strap, and we just tacked on the frills onto that. So yeah, right now I'm just testing out because I'm going to be using a decorative stitch, and so I'm just testing out to see which one I actually wanted to use.
So basically what I have to do is run a decorative stitch at the end, as you can see here on this piece of fabric. So we're going to be running it on each end of the pieces of fabric to get this beautiful decorative style piece, which I am pleasantly like surprised about. I cannot believe it, but we are going to be doing that. And what I did for that is I put my machine on the zigzag stitch. Like, I tried out a few of these decorative stitches, but this zigzag stitch here, just like the single one, because I don't have like a double needle or anything, at least I think you need a double needle for that, I'm not sure, whatever. And then I did it on two, like the stitch length on two, and that did not work out the way I wanted to, so I tried it on, it's on one right now. And the stitch width here, it wasn't four, but I didn't like the width wasn't, it was too wide, so I did it on three. And now we have these beautiful decorative stitches at the end. So of course I'm gonna, like, be trimming and making sure everything looks really good, but I'm really happy. I have a lot to do, it's a lot of frills, so yeah. I also want to show you what the original, so this is the original dress, and I'm just making a copy of it. It's not going to come out the same way, there's going to be some differences, of course, but these are the decorative stitches on this dress. So I'm trying to make this. I don't have the machine for these stitches, but I do have a machine with decorative stitches, and so we were able to accomplish that with a stitch width of 3 and a stitch length of 1, and they're coming out pretty well. So I'm in love that for my client. But yeah.